Hey guys, Courtney from CD Exotics here. Welcome back to my channel. So we hit 500 subscribers. We have 550, I think, right before I checked this on this video. So I will be doing the giveaway drawing on Sunday's video. I think that's like the 13th or something. No, the 14th. Anyway, it's this weekend. It'll be the next video. So if you have not commented on that last giveaway, the official giveaway video, make sure that you go comment on that so that you get entered in the drawing. I'm going to be picking from the comments only on that video. So make sure you're subscribed if you are not already subscribed. And I'm giving away that sensor push. Those things are super cool. Don't want to miss out on the chance for that. But today I'm also going to be doing another kind of techie video, I guess. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a review on Reptile Scan and kind of showing you what I used to do for my feeding cards and kind of how I do it now. Alright, so right now I use Reptile Scan. I had used it about a year ago and I didn't love it. I was having some issues with it. It was kind of slow to scan the codes, the QR codes, but I was on Android then and now I'm on iPhone, so I don't know if the app has just gotten a little bit better or if iPhone is just better at scanning QR codes, but it seems to work a little bit better now. So I have been using it. I track sheds, I track feeds, and I also track all my clutches and my breedings in that. I mean, you can track an enormous amount of stuff. You can track when they poop. You can track so much stuff in there. And I mean, I have too many snakes to track when they poop. I mean, if you are a pet owner and that's something that's important to you, awesome. You can track it in this app. But for me, it's they're eating, they're pooping, and we're good to go. The app is, I believe it's $25 to buy the app, and then that gives you access on one or the other, iPhone or Android. It doesn't cross over, so I had to buy it twice, which kind of sucked. But they also do have a web portion of it, and that's actually how you add all your animals. I don't believe that you can add new animals through the app. I think you have to do that online on the web browser portion. But I will, after I kind of explain things, I will put in a little clip kind of showing you, walking you through the app, and so you can kind of see what it looks like. But so these are my current cards. You can kind of see, I just had these printed at Vistaprint. And on the back, I have the QR codes, and it kind of prints out just a little bit of information, whatever you happen to put in there. I know some people do like really fancy custom cards. I had already gotten these, so I just wanted to use them. So I just went ahead, and I don't have a label printer right now, so I taped it to the back. But the nice thing about this app is you can print right to a label printer, which is really cool. And then you can just slap the labels on there, or however you want to do it. I have these little slots. The cards just slide in there. I put a little piece of tape on so it's easy to get it out, so it doesn't get like lost in there. But that's what I do. So here's one of my blank cards. I use a label printer or one of the little P-Touch label makers, and I put the what this snake is, her genes and whatnot. You can see like this is a female Mojave and her ID number. So I put that on the front of the card. And then the back of the card used to look like this. So what I could do is I could just fill in the month, and then I could just put check marks, you know, say in May, say they ate, you know, week 1 and week 3 and week 4, and then there was no week 5 in May or something. I could see how many weeks they ate, and then that would give me 6 months worth on just this little tiny business card. You know, and there's a tiny bit at the bottom where, you know, you can write a shed, or you can write, like if I weighed them, I would write down their weight there. And then what I had planned on doing was just kind of scanning these in once they filled up. That way I always had them digitally as well. But I haven't filled any of these up before I got the Reptile Scan. So you wouldn't have to do this on the back if you just wanted these nice cards. You just order them through Vistaprint. I said I just did my logo on it. But I think these are kind of cool since it's got weight down here on the side. So say I weighed them, you know, once in May, I could put it here. Or, you know, I left the month blank. That way, if I got a new snake, you know, I wasn't starting in January and I got a new snake in June. So now I've only used one line on the card or something. And then I have to have a separate, you know, first half of the year, second half of the year, I have to spend more money. So I just left it blank and I figured I could handwrite it. But I just made this little grid. I think I made it on Excel. It was super easy to do. Imported it to Vistaprint. I made these. They were pretty cheap. I like them. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how the Reptile Scan app works. I think it's pretty cool. I know there's a few people that I've heard talking about they're trying to make their own version of it. And I would be really interested to see how that is. I mean, it's not too bad. I wish that I could kind of show you how I do it, but I film on my phone, so I can't really scan it and film, but I can kind of walk you through the app so you can see. But if I am feeding, I can just walk through and I can just grab this card, scan it, hit feed, and it'll remember, like you can set defaults in there, or it'll remember what you last fed, and you can just hit the check button and it's like super quick. You can also, if you set up all your snakes by rack, you can actually scan a rack QR code and you can feed the whole rack all at once, or you can, you know, select all of them in the rack and just check, you know, this one didn't eat, but everyone else did. So it's pretty nice and it's kind of streamlined like that. But let's go ahead and show you that app. All right, guys, so here is the Reptile Scan app. You can see it right here. And when you open it up, it's on activities. And it shows you your most recent activities. So you can see top of the list is I had 2 sheds this morning. And yesterday I had 3 sheds. And you can see some refused feeds there, some feeds. On any screen you're on, you'll see this little camera button down in the bottom right. You click on that, and that will let you scan a QR code. So the next screen is the My Reptiles screen, and this shows you all of the animals that you have input into the app. Remember, you have to do that through the website. So we will go ahead and find one and see, look, here's some pictures. And you can see, so here is like my pinstripe. I haven't updated her weight in a little while, but you can see activities. Actually, no, I did update her weight. That was her weight after she laid. She just laid there. You can see her pre-lay shed. You can see some locks there. And then some refused feeds. So that's how that works. You can add the picture in there when you want to feed them. All you do is click on the feed button and you can adjust the number that you're feeding them. You can add a little note. You can click on the little drop box here. And there's a huge long list of everything that you can pick. But you can kind of see here, these are just your choices that I've limited down for what I use. Because, I mean, I don't feed, like, you know, gerbils and stuff like that. And, like, there's everything in there. And you can do this for any kind of reptile. I mean, there's, you know, crickets, salad, you know, all kinds of options. But you just pick whatever it is you're going to feed. And then you would just hit the little check mark at the top right there. And that would do your feed. Same with shed. If you click on shed, you can, all you got to do is hit the little check mark. You can make a note if you want, saying, you know, maybe it was a bad shed or whatever it is you would want to make a note about for a shed. When you clean, you can do that. I don't do that because I just don't need to track when I clean because I just clean them when they're dirty. If they like clutch, you can hit that little clutch button. I'm not going to do that because then it's going to want me to scan a mail and it's going to get me kind of stuck. But pairings, you would do the same thing. You would hit the pairing button and it's going to ask you to scan the mail. So you'd put that in. You can go to ultrasound if you have an ultrasound, and you can pick, I'm not sure, I don't have an ultrasound, unfortunately, so I don't know quite, I don't use that one, so I don't know what small, medium, large would stand for, but there might be other options. So that would be ultrasound. You can make notes, medical notes, follow-up notes, any kind of note that you need to make, you can make that there. Other is where you can, if you're on medication, ovulations, pre-lay sheds, anything like that is under there. Length, which I don't do, and then weight. When you click on weight, it'll ask you to put in the new weight, and you would just put it in, register it, and then it'll pop up here at the top where it says weight. Underneath where it says weight, you can see it says 41-01. So that means she's in my 41 quart rack. And so when I go to feed that rack, if I scan that QR code, I can just click on that and feed all of them. So that is my reptiles screen. Said you can put pictures in, whatever you want to do, name them however. But remember, you do have to add new snakes on the website. The needs fed and the hungry ones, I haven't quite figured out how they work. They don't really seem to do what they're supposed to, I guess. I don't know. So I don't use them. I mean, I feed weekly and whoever eats, kind of. More button, you can go to your clutches and see what you have. I mean, it also shows last year's too. It shows everything. And when you click in on the clutch, this is the first one from this year. You'll see up at the top, you'll see your ID. You'll see when they actually hatched, when they were due. I don't use birth date. Laid date, type, and then you can say how many eggs there were. So, like, I had 7 good eggs and 3 of them went bad, so I put a little note down here, 10 eggs. You can see the mother and the father. You could also, in the note, put how many grams the eggs weighed, everything like that. On the website, you can actually take the clutch and you can convert it once they're hatched, and it'll give them all their own individual ID numbers, and you can put the morphs in and everything like that. I was trying to do this on airplane mode, but it wouldn't show me anything. That way you guys didn't have to look at all my pop-ups. They do have a marketplace, but I mean, it's no morph market, that's for sure. And I don't even really waste my time with it. There's a few things on there, but I don't waste my time with that. But yeah, that is the app. And I wish I could show you how it worked in person, but like I said, I can't because I film on my phone. So maybe someday I'll get a camera and I can show you. But yep, that's the app. Alright, so that was the app. Like I said, I just wanted to walk you guys through it so you kind of get an idea of what it looks like and everything. If you like it, make sure you check it out. I do believe that you can do everything on the web portion of it without paying. So, I mean, you could, if you had a laptop, I mean, you wouldn't have to use the QR codes. You could use all of it for free, I'm pretty sure. You would just have to manually enter everything, which kind of takes some of the streamlinedness away. You know, I always have my phone on me. I come in here in the mornings, I'm going through the racks and I see, hey, someone shed or whatever. I can just real quick scan their code and put in that they shed. I don't have to like write it down, remember to go back to the computer, or I don't have to have the computer up. You know, I mean, I'm only in here, you know, maybe 20 minutes or so before work. So I don't have a ton of time. So being able to just scan the codes really quick is really nice. So that's all I have for that. Said make sure that you check out that giveaway video. Get your comments in, and we will be doing that drawing next time.